Yo, what's up everybody, Jumpin here, and today I'm going to be showing you something really awesome in Elden Ring. I'm going to be showing you how to get really overpowered to start the game. This is not going to take very long. You're going to be able to get a +9 special weapon. That's one off from being max. It is crazy. And the best part is you don't really have to fight anything or any bosses. The only boss you're going to have to fight is extremely easy, and it really shouldn't be a problem. And there is another boss that you will have to fight, but because you're going to have some NPC co-op help, it's a complete joke. Outside of that, you don't have to do any other boss, and you really don't have to fight any other enemy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I chose the Samurai class because of the weapon I'm going to choose for this. Because this is special weapons, you're going to have to make a choice on which one you're going to want. So it depends on your build and what you're trying to do. If you want a Faith and Dex weapon, the best choice probably at the start of the game would be the Winged Spear. If you're trying to do Strength and let's say Faith, then that is going to be the Golden Halberd. If you're doing what I'm doing, which is going to be Dex or Quality, I'm going to choose the Bloodhound Fang. And if you are trying to do, let's say, Intelligence and Dexterity, the best choice would probably be the Moon Veil. Now, the Moon Veil would probably be the hardest one to get because you have to go to a dungeon and it can be kind of tough. But what you could do is choose the weapon I'm going to use. It's going to be primarily Dex. And if you upgrade it just a little bit, you should be able to get through. As long as you save your higher materials, you will be fine. You'll have enough materials for 1, 2, 3, and 4 that you can pretty much go ahead and upgrade one weapon to 4, get the Moon Veil, and then you can go ahead and upgrade the Moon Veil all the way up to 9. So that is a choice. Alright, so one thing about this is all going to be live commentary, and I'm going to try my best to make this super, new player friendly, because I know that when you're just starting out, you're not going to understand the map very well, you're not going to know where I'm going to be, so I'm going to try to explain things. I've already done a test run of this. It took me about an hour and 5 minutes to actually get through all of this to get the +9 weapon, so this video will probably be at least an hour long. I'm going to try to have no cuts if possible. The only cut for sure I might have is a smoke break because I do smoke and I'm probably going to start jonesing if I don't. But that's going to be it. Alright, so we're just walking out. This is our very first grace. This is the first step. So let's go ahead and light that. And because we chose the golden seed as our starting gift, we can go ahead and also upgrade our potions. And I didn't mean to do that. There we go. And let's allocate. I want to go ahead and have maybe 2 of the FP potions. So now I'm just going to run past pretty much everything. As long as you're running past, you should be good. So we're going to go to the church though up here just to light the grace. And also there is a smithing stone. We do not need it. I'm going to grab it anyway, but you just don't need it. There are a lot of things I could do to cut down the time of this. If I wanted to just skip a ton of the graces, that would save me a ton of time. But because I don't want to do that, I'm going to try to stop at every grace I see. And I'm probably going to go ahead and open the map as well. So for now, I'm not going to bother because I don't have the actual map. I'm going to be getting maps in these areas as well, so that you can actually see where I'm at. And if you're following the guide, you should be able to get some of these maps so you can actually see it. It's not going to be fogged in for you and all that. So we're going to run past this guy on the road, pretty much just stick to the road, keep moving, don't stop. And where we're trying to get to is we're trying to get to a ruin so that we can get the map for this area. And we need to rest at the grace. By resting at the grace, we are going to be able to get our horse. That's obviously super important. So we're going to run through some enemies here. This could be dangerous if you were to stop. As long as you keep moving, you should be okay. Maybe roll a little bit if you need to get past some of these guys. But the map is right here on the pillar. Maps are always on pillars, so that's what we're looking for. That's the guy right there who's the most dangerous. So we're just going to roll past. And you can see the grace in the distance. We're going to run to it. And we're going to rest there. We're going to get a cutscene. We're going to talk to the girl. And she's going to give us the horse. So let's go ahead and light it. Try to rest there before the guy gets over here. And we made it. So now we have the cutscene. I'm skipping all of it. I'm skipping the dialogue as well. Okay. I have never seen that happen before, but that's cool. Let's talk to her now. Probably because the enemy was so close.
But I can play
Okay.
turning root to aid you. You need to the
Yes, thank you very much.
Then it summoned
We'll
me
accept
up.
that.
I bequeath.
And she's gonna give us the horse
It
whistle.
will summon Torrent.
And
Treat him with.
at this point, we can level up. Now, what you want to do here is just wait until morning. You pass some time, because there's going to be an enemy on the road. He's going to be annoying if we don't. Also, what I recommend for your pouch, to get to the pouch, just hit your options button, scroll over to the right here, and by hitting triangle on the PlayStation, you can go ahead and select things. I like to keep my horse whistle on the pouch. I also like to put my FP potions on the pouch, and I will eventually put my buff potion on the pouch as well. So we are going to call the horse. Now I can actually show the map properly. Our goal right now is going to be to head down here. This is the spot. Really, it's more like here. You know, because of this circle thing. We're trying to get the gray sets there. So let's go ahead and just ride on over. Our first upgrade stone will be along the way. It's not very important. It's only an upgrade for level 1. We will be able to buy some of these, so it's not a big deal. That's why I'm saying, like, you could technically get the weapon that I want. If you wanted to, let's say, use the Moonveil, which is a really cool katana. It's like a magic katana. Everybody's using it. It's super overpowered right now. And I can see a lot of people wanting to upgrade that to +9 as quick as possible, because that weapon is OP. But right here on the chair, after we crouch the bridge, we just turn to the right. On the chair, we just got the first Somber smithing stone. That's what we're looking for, and that's the level 1. Now, what I'm doing here will get us a level 2 stone, but let's say that you wanted to use, let's say, the winged spear or something else. You technically wouldn't actually have to do this step. You could skip this step. The stone 2, just like the stone 1, is not that important, but I'm trying to get a better weapon, and this is going to be the weapon I'm going to choose anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. We have to kind of do a little bit of a quest, and by doing the quest, we're going to be able to kill this boss, and we're going to get help from this NPC, and it is overpowered. It really is. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and pull my map up, get rid of this. Now we're going to kind of head towards this way. This is going to be the next map, so let me just kind of zoom out a little bit. So I'm at Disgrace. We're going to be heading over here. Actually, let's go ahead and put that right there for the map. But to be honest with you, I got an enemy on me. But what I wanted to do right there was actually go ahead and head to a fort. This fort is important, and there is a grace there. It might be closer. I'm kind of heading in the wrong direction. I need to go this way. So you can see the bridge over there. We're not trying to cross that bridge right now. We're trying to just go this way. You probably can see the fort in the distance here. Yes, it's over there on the right. So we just are going to hop down. I'm pretty sure there's some gravestones down here that we can rob and get some free runes. Now, we don't really need them. At some point of this run, we are going to have a giant amount of runes given to us. About 100,000, at least about 100,000. And that's going to be more than enough to level you up so that you can meet any requirement you need for any of these weapons that you might want to choose. So I'm just robbing the gravestones. It can be a little awkward on the horse. Trying to avoid the enemies as best I can. There's one more down here, so let me go ahead and grab that. I would pull up the map and show you exactly where that is, but because there's enemies, I can't do that. So, like I said, you should be able to see the fort in the distance. And I'm just going to ride over here. There's going to be a hill leading up. Do not go up there yet. There's a grace that's over here. There's also a golden seed that's over here. So we're going to go ahead and hop off the horse. Hit the grace. And I'm going to show the map real quick. So here is the map right now. This is the grace. About around this area is where I found all those like graves or whatever. And I robbed them. Now we're going to go ahead and hop back on the horse. And what we're doing here, we're not going to fight these enemies, but we're going to go into the fort and pretty much just run past everything. That's kind of the plan right now. So just go ahead and run past. There might be someone trying to shoot you. Now, if you're on the horse, you should be okay. They probably will miss. But let's go ahead and grab the golden seed. Now, with the horse, we can actually try to get past this big guy. No problem. And it's going to knock you off the horse when you get in here. So just kind of run for it. And I will be skipping like items and stuff. I'm not picking them up for this because I'm not fighting. I will come back to all these areas that I'm skipping later for this playthrough that I'm doing here. And I will be getting everything eventually. So what we're trying to do is get to this ladder. It's pretty easy. Just ran up the steps. Made it to the tower where the ladder is. Now we're climbing up the ladder. The only issue that you might have here is trying to fast travel. Because there's enemies, you can't pull up the map. Let's hope that that's going to go away. I think it probably did. That's an important item that we need. Now we can fast travel back to pretty much just de-aggro all the enemies. Now we're heading towards where the map is at, which I marked already on the map for us, but it's up there. You can tell because of the pillar. You can actually see it, even though it's all like dark and everything. So we're going to head over there. We're going to get the map, and then we're going to head to a location that's really close. In fact, I can't show it yet. Okay, yeah, I can't show it because unfortunately the map is gray. Once the map isn't gray, I can show exactly kind of where we're going to be going, but we're going to be heading to another one of the ruins, and that's going to be important for the start of a side quest. And what's great about this side quest is that we can summon this really overpowered NPC, and I know I just passed a scarab, but I don't care. You can always come back later to get it. Try to avoid the bear if possible. Try not to aggro him. Let's grab the map. I think we're good. The bear does not see us. Get rid of that. So this right here on the map, you can see the structure there. That's where we're going. So we're going to mark that, and we're going to head in that direction. And you may run across another bear on the path, so try to avoid it if possible. And I do believe there is going to be like a bunch of items by that bear. Do not mess with that. Now, what we were trying to do there, if you heard it, was we were trying to hear that howl. That's basically it. We just need to hear the howling. And now we need to get out of combat. And we are going to go back to the church where that guy was. He's like the first merchant in the game. So let's go ahead and do that. Here's the first step. Here's the church. Let's go back. And we are going to now talk to this guy. And we're going to bring up the fact that there was howling. This lady will be here as well, so you can talk to her, and she's going to give you your first summon and the bell. And I think it like automatically becomes night when you first come here. Okay, so she won't stop talking. If you just rest at the grace though, it's going to shut her up. And now we can go and talk to this guy, Santa Claus. Okay. And let's go ahead and ask about the howling. And he's going to tell us all about it. The main thing is he's going to give us the finger snap emote. So we need to go ahead and equip that now. It's going to be located right next to the best emote, which is Jump for Joy. And then we are going to now fast travel back to our closest grace, which is the fort. And we're going to head back to where we were before, because that's where this guy is going to be. We need to snap our fingers, and we can actually have him come down and we can talk to him. And then we can go and fight this one boss. And the boss is a complete joke because of the NPC summon. Now there is another boss that we're going to have to fight. That is something that we're going to have to do. It's the only boss in this entire run. This boss is a joke though. It's super, super easy. But it is important because we have to get to another region of the map. And the only way to get there right now is to go ahead and kill this one boss. So there is a bear sleeping. Watch out for that. Do not want to wake that guy up. And if you come in here, all you got to do is just go ahead and do the finger snap. He is up there. You can see him. He's going to hop down. And now we can go over there to talk to him. You can open that chest. I'm not going to. I believe it's a smithing stone. I'm just trying to save a little bit of time. I know this video is going to be long. I'm probably going to try to put some timestamps in here if possible, so you can always use timestamps to help you skip around if you need to. So talk to this guy, and he's going to tell you that he's looking for a particular person, I guess, to kill. And that's basically it. You're good now, so we can get rid of that. And we are going to head to this little circle area. But since we already have the grace, we're really, really close. So let's just go ahead and load in. We're going to pull our horse back out, and we're going to head in that direction. And like I said, that's the thing. This is one of the bosses we have to fight. Technically, there are two, but you don't have to do much in this fight. You can kind of run in and get a couple hits in. You can actually get some ripostes if you want, because this guy's going to knock this guy down like crazy. And it is pretty funny. This is one of those classic Souls moments where you summon an NPC and the NPC completely destroys the boss. So you don't have to use an item or anything like that for this co-op. The sign should always be here. Even if you die and you come back in, you have the grace back there. And he will be here. So now this guy's going to spawn. Your best bet is just avoid him at first. Let our NPC do some damage. And then now the NPC is going to draw the aggro for us. The NPC can heal, so don't worry about his health too much. When you do some big damage, the boss will probably try to attack you, so just be ready for that. And I'm just doing the little special weapon art attack. This does a ton of damage. So he's looking at me, I'm avoiding him. Now he's going to be looking at him. Let's do another one, and that's GG. Now, the reward for doing this, one, is the weapon I want to use, the Bloodhound's Fang. This weapon is insane. It's super, super good for a dex build. And the other reward is going to be a Somber Smithing Stone level 2. So, you just have to talk to the guy to actually get the stone. So, let's go ahead and do that. And there you go. Now, we can actually upgrade the weapon. So to upgrade the weapon easily, let's just go back to the church that we talked to the guy before. And there's going to be an anvil over here that we can use to upgrade the weapon. Now before we do that, let's go ahead and use some of these that we robbed earlier. And this is going to allow us to also level up our dex. The strength shouldn't matter so much because we are going to two-hand. So let's go ahead and equip this. And check your load. Pretty much I'm still good. I'm still in the mid load. But I can pretty much take that off. And the shield, to be honest. I really don't need them on right now. But let's go ahead and level up our dex. I believe with the samurai class, I only have to do it twice. The vagabond is also very good for this. No, I have to do it 3 times. So boom. Actually, that might have been a mistake. I think it was only twice. Let's take a look. Yes, it was only twice. But because I'm two-handing, I meet the strength requirement now, so I didn't have to bother with that. And now I can go ahead and level this up once. And if I pop another one of these things, you only need 17 dex. So like I said, that was a mistake. I kind of wasted a little bit of runes here. But we can go ahead and level this up again. And now this weapon should be like strong enough that we're not going to have any problem at all dealing with the boss that we're about to go and fight. So, to get to this boss, at least the easiest way, really, is to pretty much just kind of come... I mean, we can go a lot of different ways, but we want to kind of get to this area. This is where we're trying to get right here, okay? So, and there's going to be a grace, I believe, about right here, so I prefer to go there. And there's also a church in this area. I'm trying to see where the church is. The church is here. So, to be honest with you, I think I'm just going to go from the bottom. There is a bridge, or there is a crossing that you could take from the top, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. So instead, just go from the bottom and run past pretty much everything. So, just going to travel north. I'm going to try to hit the church first. I mean, one thing about this particular overpowered run, besides the fact that you're going to get an insanely powerful weapon that is going to shock you on how much damage you're going to do, especially for like a lot of the early parts of the game. Besides that, you can also get a ton of potions. I mean, a ton, because you're going to get so many golden seeds, and you're going to get a ton of the sacred tears to actually make the potions stronger. So, very good stuff. Now, there is a mountain in my path here, so I'm just kind of going around and just going to follow my little point that I put on the map. I just discovered the tree. There is actually a grace if you want to go ahead and go down that elevator. You can go ahead and just hit the grace if you want. Obviously, I'm trying to do this for speed. I'm not trying to waste everybody's time by getting every little thing like that. But as you're playing, if you want to, you can go ahead and hop down there just to get the grace. There's also a couple items you can get over there that you are totally safe. The enemies in there, though, are like overpowered. Don't go in there and fight. Just go in there. You can actually run around, grab a couple items, maybe, and then run out. Okay, so here's the church right here. There's a very important item in here that we need to get. This is going to be how we're going to be able to start mixing our potion. You can see the little orange. Pick that up. And now we have that. And over here, the purple is a sacred tear. And let's go ahead and rest at this grace, or at least light it. And now, I'm going to remove this marker on the map. I'm going to try to make my way up there. So I'm pretty sure I have to go up the hill or the mountain. There might be some wind I can take as well to just launch me up there. But let me see. Let me just hop up here. I mean, I think this is the best way over this way. You can see the hill going up. There is a scarab, like, up here as well. If you want it, I am going to try to take it out. This is actually not a bad weapon art to get right here. So, let's just hit this thing twice. This weapon will be pretty strong at level 2. So, I'm going to hit the wind now. So, go up the wind. And we are going to avoid all of that. We don't want nothing to do with that. We can hop up the rock over here. And we can go ahead and jump up this wind. You have to be directly on it before you hit the jump button. And we can also hit this one as well. Could have probably made it all the way up. Okay. So we're going to see the village, or at least we're going to pass through this little village. But, actually, to be honest, it does look like ruins. But it's a village. It's called like Summon Water Village. There you go. Now before I actually deal with this boss, I am going to go ahead and hit the grace. And I'm doing this because I want to show you where it's at. And just in case you do die to the boss, you don't have to travel all the way over here. So you can see the grace. It's in the distance right there. My little waypoint was pretty close. So let's go ahead and hop off. And I'm going to now show the map again. So, like that. And also, one thing I like to do, I said this earlier, is I like to go ahead and put my mixed potion up on my pouch. The pouch is super useful. If you just hold like triangle, I can do my FP potion, I can do my buff potion, I can do my horse whistle, and eventually I like to put the lantern on there as well. It's very, very useful. You can also go ahead and put that in for now as well. It's just going to heal you a little bit. So let's get rid of that. And now we're going to run down. Like I said, this boss is really easy for the most part. I'm going to be doing the weapon art a lot with this. So I'm just going to be doing L2. And it's going to wreck this boss. That's probably the most annoying thing that it does. It likes to teleport away. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be over this way. This boss is also going to summon skeletons. So you do want to try to avoid the skeletons if possible. So hit that and get away from the skeletons. Do that again. Hopefully this boss will actually do an AoE attack and will kill all of the skeletons for me. That is something. You see that? The boss can actually hit the skeletons for you. Alright. This is kind of a bad spot. Okay. I don't even know what attack that is. Oh, that was good. I'll take that for sure. Please, keep doing that when there's skeletons. Watch out for when the boat will slam down. That can hit you. And that's a stun. There is a follow-up attack with this weapon. You just have to hit R2 after. But I just don't see the point right now. Use one of those. And now we just have to find the boss. So I'm going to run this way. I think it's probably back at the starting point that it started. But I'm going to just hop on over. Okay, where is the boss? Oh, I see it. So, jump over this. I'm going to try to do the follow-up. Like I said, R2 after the L2. The lock-on is very nice for that. Boom. This weapon, the art is so good. So good. Now, after you kill that boss, this guy is going to appear over here by this rock. I'm going to show this on the map because you might be running around like crazy looking for him. It's going to be right here. So you can kind of see where I'm standing right now. So talk to him, and now that we have the item, the Deathroot, he's going to offer us to meet his master, I guess. And basically just accept that from him, and a red marker is going to be put on the map. This marker is basically right next to the church. Since we have the grace, we can just fast travel directly to the church, and then it's going to be like behind the church. So let me go ahead and summon my horse, and now I'm going to head on over here. And we're going to hit the teleporter, and this is going to take us to the other side of the map. Now, once you get over here, by the way, one thing to consider is that if you rest at any grace, you're going to be taken to the round table, which is like the hub area. So if you want to just get that over with now, you can, but it's kind of up to you. I'm going to try to not do that right away. Try to not rest, because I know what's going to happen. It's going to annoy me when it happens. Now, just because I'm going to go talk to this guy and give him this thing, that way the other guy will be happy with me. So just give him the one thing. Also, he's going to give you an item that will sense the Deathroot when you get close. So it's the Beast Eye. Now, everything here is OP. Where we are on the map, everything is OP. We do not want to fight nothing, nada. But what we do want to do is we want to just leave that area and head, I guess, east, southeast on the compass. But it's really just down the road. There is a golden seed that's right here we can pick up. And now we can just keep going. There's going to be a grace that's going to be up here as well. Now this part of the map is going to be fogged in. It's going to be dark. And you're not going to be able to see much. But we're going to go and get the map like right away. That's our first goal. So let's hop off the horse. Light this grace. And now I'm going to summon. This can be tricky. This dragon can kill you on the way. It can happen. So if it does, well, whatever. The grace is right there. So I'm going to try to avoid the dragon. If you kind of hug the left, it turns. You see how it turns? If it turns like that, oh, it's seen me. You can sneak past it though. I have actually got past this bridge without ever triggering the dragon. But I'm so far ahead, I'm pretty sure I'm safe. And you should be as well. There's going to be another boss, actually, over here. It's going to be next to this tree. And there's another boss if we go this way. Which, you know what? I think I will go this way just to get the grace that's over here. And the reason why is because we will cheese this guy later. There is a cheese you can do, and you can get a free 46,000 runes. So it's super nice. And another thing in this area is we can get a free at least 50,000 runes. I mean, it's crazy, right? So you can get a lot of runes here for free. And we're going to call this our bank. Because I don't recommend like going to get all these runes yet, because we're going to be dying and stuff on purpose. And because of that, we don't want to actually like lose all our runes. But the grace is going to be located over here. So let me show this on the map. But essentially what I did was I just kind of like made a left earlier. You've seen that. So here's this grace. Now if it's nighttime, there's a bridge over here you can cross, but there is going to be this boss guy. You know what? Real quick, just for fun, let's go ahead and do this. Because this tower here, it's like a puzzle tower. I do not know how to do this legitly, but this is a little trick if you want to do it. All you got to do is just come to this wind and just kind of like angle yourself like me. You can actually see the ledge up there, but we're going to jump up, save your double jump, and then do your double jump, and boom. You are up here, and all you got to do is just run to the top, open the chest, and we got the item out of here. Don't need to do the puzzle. I got the skips. Alright, so now let's go back here. And like I said, I got this grace because later on we're going to be coming here, and we will be actually taking out that knight over there on that bridge. But for now, this might have been a mistake. Oh god, I am scared. Okay, the reason why this might have been a mistake, this is the boulder. This is actually a rune farm where you can trigger this boulder and kill some enemy and get like a bunch of runes, or it's like, I don't know, it's super easy like runes, but you gotta watch out because on the road itself there are traps. So you do not want to have this boulder be triggered on you, and I am so scared right now because I am not good at this. I'm pretty sure there's traps on the left side as well. Yep, there's the boulder. I'm gonna die. I'm so gonna die. Okay, we're good. Hopefully that's it. I think it was. Okay, so I think, can't see it yet, but the map is coming up. We're just going to kind of go down this road. If you're gonna go down that boulder place, kind of do what I did, where I hugged the side like that. That is your best bet of getting through there without getting just completely destroyed. But also, me doing that detour, like I said, might not have been smart. We could have actually like waited on that and did it later, so it's all good though. Alright, like this grace. And now, hopefully, can I see the map yet? Yes, I can. Okay, so the map is right here. We're going to mark it so we know where we're going. But we're going to be passing a bunch of dragons, so just ignore them. Don't aggro them. They will murder you. There are items here. You can actually get the items safely for the most part. Just run through them and pick them up. I'm not going to, because I ain't going to risk it, okay? And I kind of don't recommend you do it either. But it's up to you. Like I said, I've done it multiple times, and it's been perfectly safe. Not had a problem grabbing them. And the items I'm mainly talking about is actually right up here in that like water where all those dragons are. Like I said, I'm ignoring it because I'm doing the video. But here's the pillar right here with the map. So we're going to grab this. There's also a grace in this area that we are going to get as well. So let's try to find that. This grace can be a little trolly to find. I'm pretty sure it's just over here. There it is. So you see, like, you can't really see the sparkle coming off of it that well. But now let's go ahead and like this. And there is a couple items that we're going to want to get over here. So we need to head towards the tower. Let me show you on the map. Now we have the map. We can get rid of that. But we're going to head towards this, basically. But you can see where I'm at, pretty much. And also, over here, this is where that Black Knight will spawn only at night. But there's another bridge. So an example is, like, when you first spawn in here, you have the grace. This is where the dragon is. But if you want to cut around and go this way, and by the way, it's pretty safe during the daytime, you can actually get to this grace really easily that way. So you don't have to do what I did. Alright, so now we're going to kind of head towards this. There's going to be a scarab along the way. This scarab will blow up, and it will probably one-shot you if you get caught in its blast. So try not to let that happen. Also, this thing is extremely tanky because we are extremely weak for this area. Like, it's insane. So it's going to be awkward to hit it as well, but try your best to hit this stupid thing. Okay. Luckily, I'm not losing any stamina because I'm not really in combat. Alright, get ready. Last hit. Gotta run. Run! Boom. That's a Somber Smithing Stone level 8. That's awesome. Now, there is a legit way of, like, going down and around, and I think it's over this way. There's a legit way of doing this, but basically, I think the easiest way is just hop down over here on this branch, and then try to get down there. You can jump to that branch, but really, you can just kind of do this. I mean, that's fine, right? And now we're going to jump to this branch right here. Okay, so jump to that one. And we are going to walk down so we don't take any damage. Hop down here. And there's a bunch of items. Let's pick them up. And look at that. That's a Somber Stone level 9. That's awesome. Now, a lot of people will find this early on in any playthrough that they're doing. You will find this, right? But there are other stones you also have to find, and that's the goal here. I'm going to show you how to get all these stones. So where we're going is, you can see the structure down here. We're going there. So honestly, just fast traveling here will probably be best. But we're going to run past a lot of dragons. Now there's a ginormous, giant, ancient grandpa dragon over here. And if you kill him, which it takes a lot of hits, and the only way to really do it properly and not just die of old age is to use bleed. Luckily, this curb sword I have has bleed. Also, because I started as a samurai, I have a katana which does bleed. So I'm pretty much good on the bleed. But my point is, let me just grab this if I can. Pick this up. Of course I can. I'm going to see this the entire run. It's just a co-op item. Every time I see it, I go, oh, what's that? Alright, but anyway, we're going to head towards the waypoint. But this is going to be another one of our banks, basically. We can easily kill this big dragon with bleed. We're going to do it from behind him where it's perfectly safe. But right now, what we're trying to do is just get behind him in general, because we need to get an item that's behind him. So we're going to just pass that. More dragons along the way. There is a grace back here as well, but this is the fort. Again, enemies here are OP. So we are just running for it, and we should be perfectly safe doing this. So let's go ahead and light the grace. Later on, we will attack this dragon, and we will get a ton of runes, and all you have to do is attack the tail. That's it. You're perfectly safe when you do it. Alright, so we're going to run up here, and I'm going to book it. So let's just dart right through. There are items in here. Again, you can always come back later and get all the stuff. You don't need to do that now. Climb up the ladder. And at the top, we're going to get the item that we're looking for. So, it's real easy, real safe. Not a problem. And if you remember earlier, we got that left piece of the medallion. Now, we are going to get the right piece of that medallion. So, I have to wait so I can fast travel because I'm in combat. There we go. Let's get rid of that. And now we are going to travel all the way back to where we first met our waifu. So we're going to go back over here, and we're going to go the opposite direction now. So real quick, I'll show you on the map. We're going to pass through this, and we're going to go up, and we are going to go like here. Not going to mark it because I pretty much know where to go. I have kind of mastered the first area of this game for sure. I kind of know like everything about this first area. But we are just going to go through the gate, get past all the enemies. There is a grace here. I guess I will hit it real quick. You gotta stop and get the graces. I mean, come on now. Okay, so we got that. Back on the horse. And you want to watch out. There's going to be a big boy. He is above us right there. He's going to drop down. We can avoid him if we just stick to the left. And just run for it. Double jumping with our horse. And there's also going to be a bunch of doggos that's going to spawn up here as well. We're going to just go right past them and hit the grace. And hope they don't harass us too bad. And there is a golden seed right here, so pick that up. There's another waifu who's going to be over here. You can talk to her. Remember, if you rest at the grace at this point, or any point, you're going to the round table. So, it's up to you if you want that or not. I did not trigger the wolves. That's amazing. So where we're going is we're going to this bridge right here on the map. So, that's it. You might want to put a marker there because it can get a little confusing along the way. But it's really just kind of a dirt road. But it's all covered up with all these trees. So, it's just, here it is, dirt road. Follow this and you're going to hit the bridge. And this is going to actually skip the entire first boss area. That's kind of the goal, right? we're not trying to challenge any of the real bosses in the game. We've only fought like a really weak boat boss, and we had help from an OP NPC. Okay, so almost at the end of the bridge. There is an item on the bridge. Let's pick that up real quick. Thank you. And now we're going to just walk on down, and we are going to go up this way, and we're going to go in here. It's a little bit hidden, but we can just pass all of this. Again, there's going to be some more doggos that's going to spawn, but we're just going to zip right by them and ignore them completely. And then there's going to be a grace that we're going to come to, and there's a church where we can get another sacred tear. Now, one thing I'm not going to be showing in this little guide, but it's something I would recommend, is that there are 3 sacred tears that you can get on the bottom portion of this map. So I'm going to show you kind of how to go there. I can't show you where they are, but there are 3 churches in that area if you want to go down there, because pretty sure you can easily get +7 on your potion, which is insane for like starting the game. It's totally overkill too, because your health and everything is so low that you're going to instantly fully heal up. It's going to be crazy, right? So just keep that in mind. But let me show that real quick, because here I am on the map. We're going to put a marker down here, by the way. That's our next map. That's a trolling map too, by the way, but that's where we're going to be going next. But let me show the bottom portion of the map. So right here, this is how you get to it. Remember this, Grace? Remember this? Well, you can cross that bridge, and there's like one of the churches like right here, another one over here, and there's one kind of down in the middle there. So I would recommend doing it. Why not, you know? All right, so come in here, and we can go ahead and pick this up, another sacred tear. And now we're going to head towards that waypoint that I put on the map. You want to come down this way, though. There are some skeletons, and there is an item up there. But I'm just going to ignore that for now. And we are going to run past all of these guys. Now, there is a talisman, actually, as well. That's really good. I would recommend maybe considering getting it. Let me get the map before I try to show that, though, because it is something that you could go ahead and get. I did just miss that item, but whatever. There is a grace, and we can buy the lantern. Buy it now. Trust me, you're gonna want it. It's super good. Definitely put it on your pouch as well. Really useful. But let's talk to the merchant over here. He sells it. So buy first item, and now let's go ahead and put that on the pouch. So it's on the bottom. Boom. Now I got the full pouch, and that is awesome. This map is a little trolly because there's enemies surrounding it. You need to be careful. I recommend doing what I'm about to do, which is going to be to try to draw them away and then go and get the map. So get their aggro. Come and get me! Come and get me over here. Oh! Alright, now we can grab the map. Thank you very much. It's going to be another grace that's going to be coming up over here. Hopefully the enemies are not going to be messing with me too much. We're just going to try to ignore them. And here is the grace right here. I'm going to try to show it on the map. Let's grab the item as well. You know, it's always best, honestly, to just rest. That will de-aggro any enemy that's on you. But I don't want to go to the round table. I really don't. Alright, so I'm in combat. I can't pull up the map. Well, I'll show it in a minute. The cave I want to point out. And here's another thing too. Okay, here we go. When I find something like this, if I have not done it, I'm going to put a marker on it so I remember. And right here, you have to go from this angle. That's the cave. And the reward in that cave is a talisman that will raise your attack by you just simply attacking. It's really, really good. Definitely recommend that. Okay, so now we are just basically heading north. It's really, really easy to see this because there's a giant castle. that is where we're
Hello.
going. Okay, there's a lady
Hello.
here. She wants us to find a necklace for her. We're not doing that right now. Sorry, lady. But we're going to keep going. There is a teleporter around here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. That's the problem. If I did, I would totally say you should hit it. It can save some time because it's going to take you right to the front gate of the castle. But I'm not sure on where it is at. There's also another NPC over here, by the way, by this little house, I believe. And there's a Grace. Let's hit the Grace. So, he's right there. He's a real dick, though. He's asking to be killed, honestly. Okay, so here is the map again for where I'm at. Let me zoom in out a little bit. And that's where I was coming from. But this is where we're going. We're going to the next map, the pillar. So, let's head on over there. Now, this is also important because when we get there, we're going to be using our compass to kind of go a certain way. I wish I could find that teleporter. Because if I could, oh man, this is kind of OP. I need to be careful. Be careful here. There are giant crabs. If they aggro, they will do some crazy range damage to you. Okay, luckily I did not trigger them. So, here is the map over here. Let's pick it up. And now, let's go ahead and hit the Grace. And where we're going to be going, I'm going to take that off the map right now. I hate the fact that there's no button to just remove all the waypoints. Big complaint for me with this game. But from the site of the Grace, with the compass, you want to head north. That's basically it. Just kind of head north, or at least north generally. It's going to be hard to miss this particular thing we're looking for. It's a structure. It's in like the middle of the swampy water. But we're going to hit that teleporter, because that's another teleporter. Let's go a little bit to the left. So this is now northwest. But again, yep, I can already see it. You can see it in the distance, in the fog. There's the structure. That's what we are going towards. And that teleporter is going to take us to a blacksmith. And also another piece of the map. So that's nice. But it's going to take us to a blacksmith. That blacksmith will sell us Somber smithing stones level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So we can actually upgrade our weapon. But one of the things you want to do here is you want to not have a lot of runes. Okay, so buying the lantern was probably a smart idea because 800, that's not a lot. It's not a big deal. We're going to lose them though. Whatever you have, you're going to lose. So if you have like a lot, like let's say you have enough to buy, let's say the Somber smithing stone level 4, buy it now, okay? Because you're going to lose your runes. That's why you got to buy it now. And if you're just missing it, like you're really close, hopefully you can pop some of the runes in your inventory. But right here, this is a fake wall. So hit that wall. And this is another spot where resting would be good. That is the blacksmith right there. So he's the one who will sell you the Somber smithing stones. 800, like I said, is not a lot. I don't care about that. We need to get out of range of combat. Once again, resting at the Grace would have been good. But where we're going to go is we're going to just walk off the edge over here. The whole map down here now is filled in, by the way. So hopefully I can use it. There we go. And where we're going to be going, so maybe just zoom it out a little bit so you can see. The teleporter took us here. Where we need to go is going to be here, but there is a Grace, or at least there should be one, right there. There's also another Grace right there. So let's try to actually get both of those. Let me show the map again. Get a general idea of where we're going. But hopefully I can find both of those Graces. Again, avoid all the enemies completely. Watch out for the balloons as well. They will drop down a bunch of dickheads. So, avoid them. But we're just heading over here. And here is our first little island. There's a puzzle on this island. And there is our Grace that we were looking for. So let's go ahead and grab that. Thank you very much. pretty soon here. I think I'm gonna rest at one, and I think I might have to take my smoke break I talked about. But I'll do it when I am forced to go to the round table. Okay, see how the balloon, it dropped a bunch of dudes who hopefully will not be shooting me. They do have range, and they are actually kind of OP, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so this grace can be a little bit tricky to find, okay? That's the thing. Hopefully I can see it, no problem. But it is a little bit tricky, to be honest. Also, anytime you see one of these, you can hop up and grab the free smithing stone. Thank you. And let's keep going. The grace should be right here somewhere. Okay, again, like I said, it can be tricky. Where is it? Somewhere over here. Oh my god, there's a dungeon over there, so I definitely know I'm in the right spot. Yep, there it is. So, here is the grace. I'm going to show the map one more time. Like that. Now, there's going to be a dragon coming up. We need to grab this item, and we need to run. In fact, to get out of the range with the dragon, I'm probably going to rest at the grace, okay? So, the dragon's going to be right here, and the item is going to be there as well. Again, just grab the item as quick as you can and book it. Get out of there. You can always come back and get your sweet revenge. Trust me, with a +9 weapon, you coming back here, you will absolutely destroy this dragon. Okay, so there he is. He's got to wake up, so we have plenty of time to pick. Come on, you stupid messages. Why do people have to put messages everywhere? All right, thank you. Pick that up, and let's just run. Okay, why do I not see the dragon health bar? Amazing. I was able to stealth that. I don't know how I did that. Okay, well, then I don't have to rest yet. Now we're going back to the first little grace in this area, the Academy Town Gate, or whatever this is called. Yep, that's it. But basically, where we're going to be heading from here is we're going to be heading pretty much up this way. So I'm just going to put a marker there. Help me out a little bit. But there is also a golden seed along the way. So let's try to get that if we can. And there's going to be a bunch of enemies as well. We need to just, if you stay on your horse, you should be able to just kind of parkour all over the place and get right by them. But we're trying to get to the front gate. So there is the seed. So, oh my god, there's giant crabs. Let's pick that up. Thank you. I believe you can go this way. Yes, you can. Okay, so there's some staircase here. Watch out for the flamethrower. Just jump right over his head. Watch out for the rest of the enemies. I would say stick to the right over here. There's a giant fire-breathing thing over there. Don't want to mess with that. So just avoid everything. And now we are heading to the top. Trying to get that waypoint to go away, hopefully. We can hop off our horse, like the grace. There is an item right there. You really don't have to pick it up. I think it's a hint to try to tell you where the key is, but we already got the key. Well, whatever. Now, you need to, like, use your... Oh my god. Get out of here. I'm trying to see this. Sometimes people will have messages all over the place here, and you can't, like, actually do this, but there we go. We're using our seal or whatever, and that is going to take us into this castle, which we are going to light the grace. There's also a golden seed here that you can get. I guess I'll get it real quick. Why not? But what we're trying to actually do, like, before we do anything else, is we're going to interact with that snowflake-looking thing, and that's going to take us all the way over here. And there's going to be grace over there. That's going to be important for later, though. There is a boss that we could fight, and if we did, maybe this run would be shorter. But I don't really want to fight a boss. I don't want you guys fighting the boss. So instead, we can actually just completely skip that, and we will have to go around a little bit longer, but it's worth just skipping the boss. I think I can hop back. Normally, I always just fast travel. I don't bother trying to make jumps like that, but okay. I'm very afraid of gravity. I have post-traumatic stress. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use the snowflake. It's going to take us to the other side. And like I said, there's going to be a grace, but for now, the main thing we're doing here is we are just trying to unlock this side of the map. The grace is right here, so let's go ahead and hit that. And now I am going to take my little break. So I'm going to cut this ahead. I'm going to rest at the grace, and I'm going to be taken to the round table, which also means, though, that I'm going to be able to not have to worry about not being able to rest at the graces. So, like I said, I'm going to cut this ahead, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Alrighty, well, I am back at the main academy gate. This is where I was before, but check it out. I actually have the round table now, so I can actually rest at the graces. Now, real quick, a little quality of life tip. If you're in your map, if you press triangle and then you hit square, you can instantly go to the round table. That's super nice because, especially when your map gets really big, having to zoom out and scroll all the way down is kind of annoying, so that's good. I also went ahead and I upgraded my potions, so now I have 6 and I have +2. We're gonna hit the elevator and go up. Now, during my test run of this, I was able to run past all these enemies, and honestly, it was perfect. I do know there are some annoying enemies up here, and there are normally a ton of bloodstains. People die to this all the time, so we are going to stop to attack these enemies. Although, you do get a lot of iframes whenever you open a door, so you are kind of safe when you do this. Alright, so just get ready to juke. Let them shoot. Juke. Roll through. And smack them. No. Come here. Die. I thought I would one-shot them, but I guess I cannot one-shot them yet. And there you go. Easy peasy. Now, you can buy a Somber Smithing Stone level 3, but why buy it when you can get a free one? And you can get a free one in here. Now, this room, though, is a little trolly. You want to go to the left. That's where the grace is, but we're going to just run through and try to avoid getting shot if possible and stabbed. Ow! That's the stone. So just run on through. Hit the grace. If you can get to the grace and die, it's okay, because guess what? You're going to spawn right here. But these enemies are annoying. They will chase you. You cannot probably rest at the grace if they're too close. And I'm just booking it. Now, this part out here is super trolly with hidden zombies. So here's what you want to do. Hop down here. Watch out on the right. Hug the left. And you'll avoid that first zombie. There's going to be some archers trying to shoot you, but they will pretty much not even get a chance if you're fast. So just get ready to book it. And basically run to the left over here, and there's a zombie. He will try to grab you, but if you're on the left, he will not. Now just go ahead and run this way and straight, and we should be able to make it, no problem. There are some dogs here who will chase us. Oh my god, get out of my way. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Get out of my way. I hate dogs in these games. I really do. Alright, come on. That thing that's going up, that's where we need to get to, so we want to get onto it. So, hop on. Okay, bye-bye, doggo. And now we are just going to ride this all the way up, and we're going to jump off on the ledge here. So, just jump. And now we're going to get to the grace that's in this room over here. So, let's hit it. At this point, you are going to die on purpose, and you will lose all your runes. So, if you have like a decent amount, remember, you can go over here to the road to Manor, and basically you can buy the Somber Smithing Stone level 4. If you're just a little bit off of it, you can always maybe pop some of these if you still have them, and you can go ahead and buy it. Just remember, the main thing is we're going to lose all our runes on purpose here. So, 1100, that's not a big deal to me. I don't care. It's all good. Alright, so we're going to hop down here. And we're going to ride this all the way down. Now, there's an item down here. And when I've done my test run, I grabbed it. And I've done this before, too. So this is actually my third time doing this. And the thing is that each time I've done it before, I've always used this item. I don't know if you need it or not, but just to be safe, let's grab it. So when we hop down here, we're going to kind of run around like crazy to pick up like the couple items that we can. But there is a machine down here that we need to let him grab us, and we need him to kill us with the grab. That's the goal. So just run like crazy, and you should be able to avoid him by just sprinting. Let's grab this item over here. This is what we need. Okay, let him do his thing. Okay. If you run right up to him, he'll grab you. If you're standing like right close to him like that, he will grab you. With this amount of low health, it will kill you. Okay, it should. And basically, now we are trapped. It's going to take us to a spot where we are trapped. We have to get to a grace if we want to leave this spot. And there is a boss here, okay? And that's what I was talking about before. Where technically, if you could fight the boss and beat the boss, then you could actually go in this volcanic manor path. But we're not going to do that, okay? Because we don't want to fight a boss. So jump over here. And then jump over here. The lava will not kill you. It just won't. And what we're looking for is this ledge right here, okay? So go ahead and equip that talisman just to be safe. And we are going to walk off. Let's fully heal as well. We're going to just walk off here, okay? Just walk off. I'm assuming you need this talisman. That's why those people are dead. Okay, boom. We're good. And we are going to jump over this way. Run past that. And we are going to jump over here. Now, there is going to be an enemy up here, but we are not going to engage. We are going to run to the right, and we are going to hit the lift. So just run to the right. Well, here's the lift. Not too much to the right. It's more straight. But whatever. We hit the lift. There is an enemy up here as well, but the guy is, like, kind of pathetic. He stuns so easily that you should be able to destroy him. Especially with your weapon art. So just do the weapon art. A couple of these he will fall over. You can actually get a free guard break. Let's see. No, not in time, but whatever. And he should bleed soon. Bleed. There we go. Boom, he's dead. Now before we do anything, let's come over this way. And this is an important item that we need. This is going to be a Somber Smithing Stone level 5. So now we got that out the way. And then we are going to run up the stairs. Do not go in the room. There is a room up here. Do not go into this room. That is a boss battle. That boss battle is going to probably destroy you because you are so weak. This is an area that is like definitely a later area in the game. Hit this switch and this is going to extend this bridge over here. There might be a cutscene. There is. We're going to skip that. And now, you can see a machine up there, right? And there's an item. Now, you're supposed to actually defeat the boss and then go all the way around and get the item. Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to hop up here. Look, somebody's smart. See? Try dashing through. Okay, that doesn't really make much sense. But we're going to jump to this ledge. Now, this can be trolly. It might take multiple attempts, but you can do it. Just watch me. All right, jump up here. Now, here's the next part. You want to stand to the right here. And you want to aim for the right side of that ledge. Now you also have to do a delayed jump. So I'm probably going to fail this like 8 times. Let's try it. Okay, of course I did. You see how I did not aim to the right? I need to aim to the right. And you need to stick to the right. And you need to do a delayed jump. So let's jump back up. Okay. And now we're going to come over here. My name is Jumpin'. I should be good at this, but I'm not. Okay, we made it. Good. Hop up, grab the item, and run. But, you know what? There's nowhere to go. Okay, like, where are we gonna go, right? There is a grace in here. Oh, we can't get through. Well, we're screwed. We're totally screwed. Well, what are we gonna do? I know. Just die! Gravity! So, we are trapped. We cannot fast travel out of this area, and we have to get to a grace. So, that's the plan right now. We need to run through here and try to get to the grace. So, just make the jumps, and the lava won't kill you. You can kind of go on different paths to try to avoid a lot of stuff. Oh, God, I hate these stupid bats. But this is the way we need to go. you might want to fully heal, because if you're like me, you have no health, and anything that hits you in here will probably kill you. So, oh my god! Ow! Look at that! Oh my god! Okay, so right here, you need to just walk off. Okay, just walk off. And then the next one, you want to jump. So jump across. I'm going to heal. Chug a lug lug. Oh my god! Hop down. Make the jump. Okay, make the jump again. Jump! Alright, now for this one, we need to walk off again. And we need to jump again. So we go and jump. Hop down. Again, I'm going to chug. And we're going to jump again. And I believe we need to jump again. And there you go. Now watch out. There's an enemy sitting over there. He's super annoying. If he grabs you, you're dead. Okay, so just be ready. Smack him. Smack him. And there we go. This stupid thing too. Just go ahead and die. Alright, we're good. Okay, I'll pick up the item. Why not? Okay, so here's the grace. We need to rest at it. There is a boss here, so it's definitely a boss you do not want to fight, though. You really don't. Trust me. So rest at the grace, and now we can go ahead and fast travel out of here. And where we're going to go is we are going to go to this spot. Remember how we opened this up? Now we're going to go there. And then from here, we need to make our way to this lift. Now, if you remember the medallions, we had the left and the right. Well, now we can actually use this thing, and it's going to take us to the capital, or at least the capital region. And that's where we're trying to go. There's also a church along the way here, so let me go ahead and put a marker on, because this is it right here. You can just mark it on your map. The church, let's see if I can see it. Pretty sure the church is right here, so let's go ahead and mark that too. You can see the structure normally for stuff like that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just follow our waypoint and avoid these enemies too, man. I don't want nothing to do with none of these guys. Not yet, at least. Once I get my +9 weapon, I'm down to murder everybody. But until then, I'm good. Okay, so here's the church. There is going to be a sacred tear in here, so that's another one. And if you do get the ones on the bottom, you're going to be totally set. And another thing too, if you really want to go all out, right, just go crazy, there is another church. It's like around here somewhere in this region. So if you want to go and find that, yeah, you're going to be totally set and good to go when it comes to the sacred tears. Again, it's totally overkill because you don't need all that. Like, honestly, my health is so low, one potion is definitely going to heal me. Oh yeah, by the way, this part is also a little trolly. I'm pretty sure there's guys who's going to be shooting at us, so I don't know what it is, man. If I had a medieval army, I want the zombie guys in this game to be the ones manning my catapults and all this, because they have incredible accuracy. I mean, they will snipe you. My god, they are so good. Okay, I'm trying to be all clever and stuff to avoid them, but pretty much if you go down the road, you're getting shot, okay? So let's just hope that worked. Follow what I did. It looks like it did work. And we are just slowly heading towards this giant structure, which is the lift. This lift is going to take us to the other side, and then from there, we're going to be able to make our way to another church, if I can find it, and we're going to be able to make our way to the other side of this mountain. And then we will get our final Somber smithing stone, and we will be able to up our weapon to +9. Now, you're going to need runes, but I got you covered with that, because if you remember, I talked about the bank. Well, the bank's going to come in handy. We're going to get a ton of runes. We can level up. And again, I also want to point out that if there are weapons you want to use, like if there's a particular one, you can always go and get it. This sword is really good, even at +2, and technically you could get it to +4. Let's go ahead and use the item here, and we can skip the cutscene. And yeah, you could use this weapon to go and get you another weapon. And my example would be the Moon Veil. Everybody wants to use that. It's super good. Intelligence is amazing, and spells in general are amazing. So you can use this, which is a dex weapon, to help you get that. And then you can upgrade that to 9. So it's an option. But I also really do like the Golden Halberd. The Golden Halberd is a great faith strength weapon. And then this sword I'm using is great for dex. It's great for quality build, which if you don't know what a quality build is, a quality build is when you have strength and dex. You have a lot of strength and dex. This sword has amazing scaling. It just does. I don't know what it is about it. It just has amazing scaling. Okay, so now that we're here, there is going to be a grace that is going to be around here. Also, another thing about this area is that if you want to go up these steps, there's actually 2 sets of steps, right? The first one is the one that you might get murdered on trying to get up. But the second one is real easy. You can get a total of 4 golden seeds, right? 4 of them if you go up these steps. Let me get the map first. So if you can't tell, the map is right here. Let's go get it. But you can see where the grace is. I got it. But now, and look at that. There's also another golden seed. There's actually a ton of them in this area. So you can get at least 6 in this area. So yeah, it's something that you definitely want to come back and get. I'm not doing it right now, but it's totally worth it. Okay, so the map is right here on this, so let's pick it up. Okay, now I can actually show this a little bit better. Okay, never mind. No, I can't. But like I said, if you go up the steps, there's going to be some golden seed. I believe you got to go up some more steps somewhere, and you can get more. There's 2 at the top of each of the staircases. It's insane. So let's use our map, and right here, this structure, that's a church, and where we're trying to get to is right here on the bridge. You can see the bridge. We're trying to get to the bridge. Well, it looks like a road, but it's a bridge. That's where we're going. So we're real close to the church. We can just go ahead and hop down. Now this, by the way, I believe is a dangerous church. It's not friendly. It's not safe. Run in with the horse, get your stuff, your sacred tear, and run out. Get out of there. It is not good. These dogs, these are like blood dogs. They will murder you so fast. This enemy that's about to spawn, hello enemy, will murder you so fast. Oh my god. Goodbye. And now it's time to book it. Okay, goodbye. See you later. And we are going to head on over this way, jumping up the rock. Oh my god. There was that, I can't move. There was that wind there too. That probably would work. But we're just going to follow our waypoint. And again, I'm going to show you the map once I kind of get over here. So, oh, that's death. Okay, that's not the way to go. Don't go that way. We're going to the wind over here because we need to go up. That's where we need to go. Let's go up. Okay. There's the bridge I talked about. Again, with the map. You can see it. There's the church. There was the grace. Let's go ahead and cross the bridge. Now again, this part coming up, you need to be a little bit smart because the enemy can completely destroy you as you try to climb up this one ladder. So I'm going to try to show you how to do that because when I was doing my test run, I did die like several times here. But I did figure out a way. At least I think I figured out a way of doing this without really having any problems. So get the grace, hop on the horse. The ladder is going to be on our left. So we want to just kind of hug the wall. We're going to reach the enemy that is the dangerous enemy. And we're going to try to let him just move around a little bit. And then once his back is turned, we're going for it. So that's him. There's 2 of them actually. So he turned his back. The other one though did not turn his back yet. Oh my god, I'm scared now. Okay. We're just going for it. He's seen me. Not good. Hop off. Hop. Okay. I don't know why my button's not working to hop off, but it's not working. So we are not doing that. Oh, hello. This is cool. Up here. Draw all that aggro. So, you know, again, I messed up. I messed up bad because I needed to hop off the horse. Oh my god, he's right over there. Come on, do an attack or something. Please, hop off the horse. Thank you. Oh my god, he's right there. Alright, climb. Once you get high enough, they can't hit you. And I'm good. And you just want to climb all the way to the top. which we are climbing a mountain, so this is going to take a second. Oh my god, come on. Soon, we will be there. Okay. Very awkward. Alright, now we're up, and we can go ahead and call the horse. And you know what? I just remembered this in my test run. I thought the same thing. Why did I call the horse? Why? You know what? I'm going to use the horse to help me pick up the items. So again, there's more of these that we can rob, and we can definitely use them to help us level up even more. Again, you're going to get more than enough runes for whatever special weapon you want to use and be OP with. You can get the stats for it. Maybe get some health. Whatever you need to do, you can do. Let's hit the Grace. And there's going to be, I believe, one enemy over here. But he going to be weak. It's going to be a doggo, I think. Let's check it. Hello. Yes, it's a doggo. Come on. There we go. Bye-bye. Grab the item. Boom. That is our final stone. We need it. So now, it is time to go to the bank. So the bank, remember, is over here. We're going to go to the dragon. So we need to go back to the fort. Now we're doing this because we need to get enough runes so that we can actually like buy the stuff and upgrade. And then of course we're going to level up. Now there's a second guy, the knight I talked about before, where we can actually cheese him as well. That's a little bit more complicated though, I'm going to be honest. But I'm going to try to do it and try to explain it. Now this is another time in the video I am going to cut this ahead. You need a bleed weapon. Okay, any bleed weapon should do. If you've been following the guide, you will have this weapon, right? You will have it. So I'm going to hit him until he bleeds. And just keep at it. You're perfectly safe over here. Nothing's going to come over here to mess with you. Just keep attacking this thing's tail. And keep bleeding it. There it is. 13,000. That's because bleed will always do a portion or a percentage of the health. And this guy has a ton of it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this ahead because this is going to take like forever. And I will see you guys in a moment. Alrighty. He is dead. And we are about to get a ton of runes. Now one thing I should mention is that you also get more, by the way, because the other dragons, they also die. You get tons. Look at that. 88,000. Amazing. But here's the deal. I should have probably mentioned this, but before you commit to the bank and getting all of that, you might want to go get your weapon, whatever weapon that is. Like I said, I'm using this weapon. I recommend this weapon. It's amazing, but that is something I would say. Go get your weapon. If you know what it is, go get it. If you have to upgrade this weapon a little bit to help you get it, go do it. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go to the road to the manor, and we are going to upgrade this weapon to +9. Then we can level up. That is going to be the goal. So let's talk to this guy. We have to talk to him twice since I haven't talked to him yet. And we can go ahead and buy one of the 4. That's all we need. And we can go all the way up to +9. So this thing is going to be strong, okay? Very strong right now. But the best thing about it is the scaling. The scaling is awesome on this weapon. I mean, look at this, right? Look at that scaling for Dex. Look at that. 5, 4, 5. Oh my god, that's a lot. So I'm going to actually just be stupid and just fully commit to Dex, okay? Why not? I want all of the deeps. Now we are going to go back, and I'm going to try to show you. This is really trolly in a lot of ways. But I'm going to try to show you how to cheese this Black Knight. And you can also get him to die for free. So, remember, this is the bridge. What we're going to do is we're going to rest at the Grace. Now, I've seen videos, and I'm like, I don't know how that works. And when I was messing with this, guess what? It did work. But it worked on the second time. So, I'm not exactly sure. But we need to make it night. These guys only will spawn at night. And if you get hit, you're getting one-shotted, okay? You are so getting one-shotted. So again, make sure you spend all your runes. Like, you know, be ready for that. And now, all we gotta do is we gotta lure this guy. He's gonna chase us. We do need him to, like, stay on us, though. So this is where it gets a little dangerous, because we gotta, like, slow down. Let him catch up. He's gonna try to swing. And we need to hit a couple of these, okay? We don't have to hit all of them. And you can see that he's poisoned. We don't want to get poisoned, though. We don't want to be poisoned. So we can avoid being poisoned by just sticking to the side. Okay. Run all the way up the hill. Oh, I'm getting poisoned. Okay, I'm good, I guess. Now, he will despawn, and he died! Okay, it worked for me. Now, here's the thing. From what I've noticed is that sometimes it works where he despawns and instantly dies, and then other times I've noticed that he will sit there and be poisoned. Now, you will have to poison him 3 times. That's why you want to save some of those things. You will have to poison him at least 3 times if he won't just instant die. Now, when I was doing this before, I poisoned him. I waited for the poison to go away. I went back down there. I drawed him again. He followed me. I poisoned him a second time, and then he instant died. So, I don't really understand it totally, but it's an easy cheese to get you a bunch of extra runes. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this ahead because I'm going to show you the power of what this does if you follow this guide. I'm going to go fight the first boss, and I am going to destroy the first boss. So I'm going to cut it ahead, and I will see you guys in a moment. Are you ready? I'm going to completely destroy this guy, but before that, I just want to bring one thing up. I got my strength up to 18. That allows me to one-hand this sword, so if you want to use this sword, because it is amazing, then definitely try it out. But what you can do with really any weapon is you can go to the gate front and use this grace and farm the enemies around here that has the brass shield. It is an awesome medium shield. And it has no skill, so if you have a good weapon art like the Bloodhound's Finesse, then you can pretty much use it anytime you're blocking. It is stupid good. Alright, so let's go ahead and just smack him up real good. Smack him again. Ow. No. Eat that. And of course he's gonna backpedal like a mother. He has to pull the hammer out, obviously. No. Bye. As you can see, completely destroys him. And of course,
smoldering with thy meager flame, cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter.
well, okay. Alrighty guys, well that's going to pretty much do it for the video. I really do hope that you have enjoyed this and that it has helped. If it has, will you please like the video? I really do appreciate it. That helps me a ton. Also subscribe for future videos, and if you do, click the bell so you can stay notified. Thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope that everyone has a very nice day, and peace out.